Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I drop it, connected to block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Interesting. Good morning. It's your boy ARP, and we back here with the Sorry It's True Podcast. Emphasis on that. Okay, why not? This is going to be a good one. I think I got some interesting perspectives. I got some interesting things to put together and kind of shed some light on. Battle rap, man. You know I'm always here for it. But real quick, don't forget all the recent lives that we got up. Yesterday we did 2 lives. Check it out. We watched the press conference together of the Texas lawyer that's representing the 120 new alleged victims coming out on Diddy. It's a very spooky and disgusting watch, right? As far as the tone, the vibes, and the accusations. I also did bootlegs and battle rap. Very interesting video. Make sure you get your information from all these different sources, as well as somebody that sat in the fire, okay? And I did the Chris Brown one. That's more like an opening intro because I want to see when that trailer, not the trailer, the actual Chris Brown documentary drops in October. So we're keeping our eyes on everything. Battle rap, Diddy, the YSL trial, Kendrick performance on the halftime show. We're keeping our eyes on everything. But let's get into this topic. You see the title, Tsu Surf's next move during the takeover and what's happening now. Why did I even put the takeover? Did y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all see the thumbnail to this video? I got the list. I had to write it down because I'm not looking at the actual picture. There's 10 battle rappers in the picture thumbnail, okay? And I got some topics that's directly related to this. We're going to go over these recent cards that's out. We're going to go over the circumstances of how these cards came about, or some of them have come about. We're going to talk about briefly money in battle rap. We're going to get into obviously what I have there in the title, Tsu Surf's next move, right? Very interesting perspective there. Hopefully, right? Especially for ALIKes. And I'm going to close out with what's next for common league owners. All right? Okay. So when I talk about the inspiration to this video, and you see the thumbnail, let me get this list of 10 people up here. You see the thumbnail, I got Hitman, I got Easy the Block Captain, I got Shine, I got Math, I got DNA, I got Geechee Gotti, I got Calico, I got QB, I got John, and I got Shotgun Suge. What do they all have in common right now? They are all owners. They are all leading their own movements. They are all culprits of the biggest matches, the biggest main events, the biggest bookings, and the biggest cards of 2024. They are all leading the way for the most anticipated stuff happening in battle rap. That's the list that I just read to you. Okay? I want to go down some of the cards that we see right now. So when we see power moves, that belongs to Hitman Holla. The card is so fresh, I don't even know if I'm going to get the name right. All I know is that it's wicked as shit. Calico, is it Winter Wars? He just dropped his whole card. Main event is Arsenal versus Murder Mook. We're going to talk about that separately, all right? Calico, I need you up here. We got to talk. What else we got going on? Easy the Block Captain. He doesn't stay quiet for too long. I'm pretty sure sooner or later, we're going to see an Easy to Block Captain card announcement. All right. Shout out to the trenches. We got Math. I was on the phone with Math last week. Math got some stuff in the works, but I'm actually going to put a different pivot on me and Math's conversation that I discussed with him last week. So Math, if you watch this, stay tuned. DNA, I believe, has a card that he put together. Tay Rock versus Chess is the main event. That's dope. They're friends, but it's still a GOAT versus one of the most raw, talented people that we've seen come through battle rap in chess, right? What else we got? We got Geechee and the Riot. I'm pretty sure sooner or later Geechee's going to jump out there. Probably right now, he's focused on the Hitman battle, but he has his own league. We already spoke about Calico QB Black Diamond. She launched her league and her platform this year, right? We waiting for her to come back on the scene. John brought back Cassidy, one of the most energetic, highest costing battle rappers of all time, right? One of the highest viewed, one of the most anticipated people in battle rap history of all time. John just brought back Cassidy. And of course, Shotgun Suge. I just went through 10 people. Shotgun Suge having his boxing event. Let's get one round straight going down in November, where he's making these battle rappers glove up. He got fights like him versus Av and Snake Eyes versus Stumbles on there, right? 40 bars versus Yoshi, I believe. There could be some changes around that. I don't want to false promote anything, okay? But at the same time, I'm not stepping in front of no leagues. So, but anyway, those are some of the cards. And they're all backed by battle rappers. Let's talk about some of the circumstances where these league owners become league owners, where these owners become owners. Because just last week or a couple days ago, I did a stream about ownership. I was very passionate about ownership. I like to see shared wealth. I don't like to see monopoly. I don't like to see over consolidation when it's not efficient and not beneficial to the masses or to all the people that actually have a stake in what we all love, this branch of hip hop called battle rap, right? And I also get frustrated at people making stupid decisions and never paying attention to the time that's passing. And then they realize that, oh shit, I done been here for 10, 15, 20 years. And at least right now at this moment, I don't have anything to show for it. I don't have $5,000 in my bank account from battle rap. I don't have something that's paying me consistently or monthly. I don't have equity in anything. I don't have a corporation or LLC or I don't have any of these things, right? And the whole battle rap culture knows me, follows me, and has listened to my creativity, my content, and my blood, sweat, and tears for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I don't like that for our greats. Some people don't deserve it. I'm not Santa Claus. Some people don't deserve shit. All right. But there's also a lot of people that do. Okay. So y'all saw that live. Go watch it if you need a a refresher. Okay. But some of the circumstances behind some of these cards. Let's get in a time machine for a second. Hitman Holla. Let's start there. Power moves. I keep saying one of the biggest main events that's left in the entire culture, right? Do we get power moves if when Hitman and Remy Ma is talking for Chrome 23 for Hitman versus Murder Mook, if she books that battle, do we get power moves? No. If ARP steps in and picks up Murder Mook versus Hitman Holla, do we get power moves? No. If URL is able to manage and make happen Murder Mook versus Hitman, because everybody heard by now that Hitman and Beasley were engaged for a week or two, right? Business, negotiations, talk, trying to make things happen. If they were able to make it happen, would we get power moves right now? No. Right? What happened there? What happened was Hitman was moving as a battle rapper. He engaged with 2 different platforms. The third one was off. It was offered to me, but I'm retired. Okay, I'm retired. And by the time that third strike, and you could even throw in 3.5 or a 4th strike of when in the middle of that, Hitman was like, "Yo, Mook, let's just do it with me," and then that didn't work out. 4 strikes, and he said, "You know what? I'm tired of this. Everything my way, my company, power moves, bags and bodies." It was circumstances. It was pivoting. It was problems. It was needing other options other than people that are gatekeepers and in positions of power. I'm in a position of power. I'm to a degree a gatekeeper. Same thing with the owners of URL. Same thing with the owners of Chrome. These are gatekeepers. If they say no, if they say we don't got the sponsor, if they say I'm going to chill right now, if they say I'm retired, you're stuck in the mud. Let's keep going. Easier to block, captain, circumstances wise. Would there be a trenches if when those calls happen and there's discussions about, yo, I'm fitting a battle Hitman Holla on Chrome 23. If that whole conversation is like, oh no, go do your thing, go get your bag and then come right back. If there's never any of these cease and desist that go back and forth, and the fight and the big war that started out of Easy versus URL, before it was Verb on URL's helmet for a year, it was Easy. Easy and URL were back and forth, and that energy was there for like a year. All of that birthed Easy saying, I'm over here. I believe in myself. I believe in my talent. I believe in my fan base. I have a problem right here. I think Easy probably said out his own mouth plenty of times, like, if that would have all worked out, things would have probably still stayed as course. He possibly would have still been a contracted URL battle rapper, and then going and moving in different places when he has the cosign to do so. When I give you a cosign, or when you're allowed, or when I don't have a problem with it, or when I don't, whatever the case may be, that's when I see you Easy on somewhere else. Other than that, your home is here. I'm not saying that that would have worked out bad for Easy. It was working out good for him. But that was a moment. That was a pivoting moment that changed everything. And then fast forward, the trenches is born out of it. Okay. Who else we got? Sean. Sean's coming up with his return. This Power Network. We're continuing to learn more about the Power Network. We're watching Sean's interviews. We're learning that there's possibly a lot of money involved in it, where it may even benefit other battle rappers and other leagues coming in and getting a piece of ownership, or getting a piece of the views, or getting a piece of the pie. That's what Sean is explaining on Hip Hop Is Real. We're going to continue to watch it materialize, because if that all materializes, that's dope for a lot of people. How do we get to Sean battling Shadi Horror and this Power Network? How do we get there? Sean's fallout with another company. You could say it was Daylight. You could say it was Jackboy Man. You could say it was bad business. You could say it was good business. You could say it was mismanaged money. You could say it was handshake deals. You could say it was disagreements. You could say it was miscommunication between certain monies that go. You could say it was some dirty shit. You could say, you never know. There's people involved that know the details of that. Most of us just stay out of it. Mind our business. Enjoy what we get. Okay? But if there's no problems involved in all of that stuff, whatever happened with those folks, do we get this Power Network situation? Do we even get Sean's return? Because I want to believe, based on what Sean is saying, he's like, yeah, I spoke to this person. I spoke to that person. I spoke to this person. I saw when Hitman hit me up, I was moving around. I didn't hit him back. Right? Sean was heavily focused on his own situation, which seems to be something that gives him more than just, I'm stepping on stage to battle. I have a bigger purpose now. I have ownership. I have stake. I have stock. I'm going to get a YouTube drop if I want. All that type of stuff. There's more involved than him just picking up a DM or answering a DM or picking up a call and saying, okay, I'm back on the stage because this person or this league or that person booked me. That's what he's explaining. Hence the Power Network. DNA got an interview out. I saluted him for it on Twitter, because his mind state was that of like, it's a strong position to take when you feel like you have dependencies or love for something, or even if there's something to gain, i.e. money, and you're willing to step away from it because you're like, I did enough. I'm cool. Shit, I could tell y'all a lot about that, right? And I watched DNA's interview and I was just like, it's all good, legend. Do what makes you comfortable. Do what makes you happy. And you see, he's putting his time and his efforts into other things that just make him happy. Keep him away from the BS. Do things his own way. Call his own shots. Be on his own clock. We need to support his card. Yo, DNA, I don't know if you got a pay-per-view or not, but we need to support that, because DNA is a fucking GOAT. He's given the culture so much. Is he still like one of the top 3 highest viewed of all time? He's given the culture everything he can. Now, if he happens to dip into a venture and put his own card together or get into the ownership lane, you know how much support the DNAs of the world deserve? Who else we got? Oh, shit. I just realized I left somebody out of the picture. My bad, G's. I was just on the phone with you yesterday. Arsenal, another owner. He did a card this year, right? Arsenal. Ownership lane. Arsenal. Geechee, you got the Riot. We spoke about Calico's card, John Bullpen. Who am I to tell somebody not to retire? Because when you feel it's your time, and when you feel you've done enough, and you have your 1 to 20 different reasons that come together and make you decide what's the next chapter for your business or for your life, who am I to tell you? I feel like I set the biggest example in battle rap history of how to gracefully time and control your own retirement. Don't get retired by anybody. Don't be pushed out. Don't be forced out. Don't lose battles. Don't start getting not booked anymore and then just come out and say, I'm not doing it anymore. Don't let your league go to shit and then say, I'm not doing it anymore. No, go league of the year level. Go end game level. And then say, now I'm doing it my way. I think I set an example for the best way to walk away or retire. Like whether you say retiring on top, retiring after you check all your boxes, retiring after you hit a pinnacle in a 10-year anniversary, retiring on your terms, retiring with money in your pocket, retiring with equity and ownership. I just showed that. I just showed that. I'm like, I gotta take the humility shit off for a second because people gotta fucking learn. You gotta learn how to maneuver and move because you only live once. But staying on the John topic, he said it in my interview, like, yo, Endgame represents like an endgame in Cassidy, one of the God tier guys, an endgame for Bullpen, and an endgame for me as a battle rapper. But he also said he's pivoting towards something that may bring millions of dollars in. So who the fuck am I to tell him, damn, John, keep Bullpen going? But he still is attached to the point of this blog with Bullpen. And then Suge. I don't know what inspired Suge to put. I mean, I asked him on the interview, but business-wise, is there another reason that inspired him to do it? Like, yo, I just got to go do my own shit. I can't be waiting on bookings. Suge may have been waiting on bookings his whole career. He may have been at the mercy of a league owner his whole career. And here he is now saying, I'm going to set the date of when I eat. I'm going to put something together myself. And I'm supporting that stream. I'm supporting every stream that I just spoke about. So I spoke about some of the cards, and I spoke about the circumstances of how some of these leagues came together in the first place. And a majority of them are just people either having a problem, i.e., like, let's say a hitman. And when I say a problem, it doesn't always mean beef or something. Just you run into a wall and you give yourself a different option of ownership or saying, I'm going to do it, right? So Hitman, Easy, Shine. I don't know about Calico. I don't know about Suge. I know QB did. Her home is RBE. She damn near ain't had no problems here. She just opportunity and did her own thing. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal. But all these different circumstances, it's taking your career into your own hands, your ideas, your options into your own hands, or possibly even diverting away from a wall that you were running into or a problem that you were getting away from. Okay. Now let's talk about the money in battle rap. I saw Chris post that meme on Twitter. He said it's like a little meter. It says in June, the narrative, the comments, the talk, the buzz, no money in battle rap. In October or fourth quarter, the money in battle rap survey says that's all bullshit. Y'all gotta listen to me more. I get it. You gotta be a Neo in this shit to actually be able to decode the matrix, right? Thousands of y'all are just walking through that street in that scene and getting your shoulders bumped or whatever, and you're just on that hamster wheel. You don't realize what's wrong with this shit. Something's wrong. Everything's tinted green for certain reasons. The fuck is that? Is that a real human being or is that an agent? I'm just speaking in a parallel of Matrix, all right? Because the concept of it reigns true. People in this robotic way of thinking, and you don't peer through. You don't. Wizard of Oz depicts it as well. You lift the curtain and you see what's really behind it. You got to see the truth. You got to understand that 8 years ago, when we go back and we're creating these narratives of you should only battle on your home league. You shouldn't battle anywhere else. You got to understand that that wasn't a benefit for the battle rappers. It was just presented like that. It was smart narratives and attempts to restrict and put away other platforms and other leagues that were garnering attention and momentum. Okay, because when I look around today, all you see is now people saying the reverse. They're saying saturation, but the saturation is we don't got to get into that. Okay, we don't got to get into that. Narratives are meant to steer, and sheep will follow. Which one are you? Are you a sheep or are you some sort of a thinker for yourself or even partially a leader? then you will see through the weeds and the bullshit. There's a lot of people that have money that they can come together and create a battle rap event. So at what point are we going to say, I listened to somebody over here saying that this type of matchup or that type of booking or this type of battle rapper doesn't make sense anymore. But then when I look over here and I see literally the 3 most expensive battle rappers all booked. I see Hitman Holla. I see Cassidy. I see Murder Mook. These are all smaller platforms than, like, let's say a RBE or URL or King of the Dot, right? Calico, this is his second card. Hitman, this is first card. Bullpen, this is first time booking something that big. A lot of y'all just don't fucking have calculators and y'all just don't add shit the right way. You just listen to people and then you go. And you gotta see through it. You gotta see through the shit. You know what I'm saying? The money in battle rap is there because just last year and the year before that, people were running around bragging, right? You saw certain smart bloggers, including myself, talking about abusing the plug, overspending, doing things like purchasing loyalty. When you go in those avenues, right, you raise the market and then you hurt yourself and everybody else as well. You can't complain about that later on. Okay. Some people that complain are actually the culprit of the market just going like this incorrectly at times. And you do what you got to do to survive. You do what you got to do to try to win. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand why certain things happen. But I also then am in the same position if I understand to see through certain comments. So the money in battle rap will always be there, right? To create a card. It just is always going to come down to budgeting what's going out versus what's coming back. It's really that simple. It should be that simple. Putting an event together and putting a card together, it's a lot of fucking work. But really, if I can spend 5 and make 7, I won. If I spend 5 and I make 3, I lost. It's really that simple. So I want to be able to give Hitman, Easy, Shine, Math, DNA, Geechee, Arsenal, Calico, QB, John, Suge. I want to be able to give them a little bit of credit and say, I think you guys could develop, if you don't already have it, within an event or two, enough experience, enough knowledge to use the calculator correctly. Because you guys have been around battle rap enough to understand the market. And truth be told, battle rappers may get better prices for other battle rappers than the league owners, especially new battle rap league owners. If Calico calls Murder Mook, he's going to get a cheaper price than ARP. I can guarantee you that shit. Same with fucking Hitman or any of them. Swamp didn't give me the same number that he just charged Hitman. Fucker. Real shit. When Twerk negotiates with Hitman, you think Twerk is talking to him like he like, nah, you the homie. Like, let's figure this out. If he was on the phone with ARP, it's the same conversation. Fuck no. Fuck no. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because battlers should have a camaraderie. And you see the fucking thumbnail says takeover. So when I say takeover now, do you guys realize that league owners or leagues as they've been to date, the modern common league, right? And when you're spitting off the money in battle rap, let me take a step back when I talk about leagues. You got some league owners where they function at their peak when they have sponsorship. Nothing wrong with that. You got other league owners, they can't even come outside unless somebody got some money on the table for them. They broke. They don't got shit going on. They bums, some of them. There's some bum ass, janky ass league owners. There really is. Okay. And the battle rappers putting themselves in a position where they can battle on their own cards is a whole different ball game. Just imagine being Hitman. And if you approach ARP and you're like, yo, give me this $250,000, right? If I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. If Hitman wants to do bags and bodies, though, does he need to go give himself $125,000 deposit to book himself? No, he can just sit in the owner's chair and he can collect his back end, his full back end. So it's easier for these battlers to work with themselves than it would be for a league owner, right? Financially. And you see that they're going to work harder because it's their shit. The fans want to see promotion from the battle rappers. We want to see them get into it. We want to see their face off. We want to see them shit talking. Okay? When you got a battle rapper who the fans want to see the promotion from and they actually own it, when do you think you're going to see more promotion then? When I book them or when they book themselves? Look the fuck around. It's not coincidence. Let me get into Tsu Surf real quick. I'll put him in the title. I saved Tsu Surf for this part of the live because I needed to say all that stuff first so that you would understand why I'm saying this. Tsu Surf has arguably the most anticipated return to battle rap ever. He's going to break the internet. Everybody's going to stop to watch him. Me, you, every league owner, every battle rapper, every battle rap fan, and people outside of battle rap. The world is going to stop to watch Tsu Surf rap his next 3 rounds. And I think everybody's going to welcome him home. Everybody. Everybody's screaming free Surf. We see the energy and what he really brought and what he meant to the culture. It's like sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone. That was even some of Tsu Surf's sentiments when he was leaving. See some of the spaces that he was saying about he was like, yeah, I know we fuss, but we need to, right? Sometimes you don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. Okay. Now, if you paid attention to the first 25 minutes of my live and I said all that, what's the most important thing for Tsu Surf right now after his freedom is given back? Is it battle rap? You think the most important thing to Tsu Surf right now is battle rap? It's probably his family and his children. No? His kids don't come before this shit that we got to deal with in battle rap every day. He's got to come home and make sure that things are situated in a way where he's good, his family's good, and his responsibilities is good. That's like the first thing that everybody got to do when they come home. Get their hands on some money, get their hands on a situation. What am I doing? Even if you got friends and family that check you off, you know what a check off is? A check off is like you just came home, your friend over here takes you shopping. Your friend over here said, slips $10,000 in your pocket. The league that you made a lot of money for, a lot of money with, and brought a lot of energy to, you know, they ready to book you and hold you down. I did the same thing with Adi Boom. I was visiting him in jail. I was holding him down. I was sending him money. When he came home, I made sure he had, I think that was his biggest bag that I ever paid him to book him. And that wasn't a coincidence. Did drives for him while he was down, money collections and all that type of stuff. Yeah. But once again, that's all temporary. Like that's dope for month 1, month 2, sometimes even 6 months or year 1. I get on this channel so much and I talk about long term. I say people in their teens need to think about their 30s. People in their 20s need to think about their 30s and their 40s. People in their 30s need to think more about their late 40s and their 50s because a lot of y'all want to live until y'all 60, 70, 80. So if you're in your 40s, you still possibly have 30, 40, or 50% of your life to live. That's a lot of years to be fucked up if you didn't lay the right foundation. I talk like that on this channel a lot. So if you care about Tsu Surf and those are people around him care about Tsu Surf, you don't just want to see this big explosion return and then, 6 months, a bunch of people checked him off, a bunch of people looked out for him. And then in a year, he's in a bad spot because possibly people are saying there's no money in battle rap or battle rap might be declining. So what do I believe then? I believe when you talk about Tsu Surf and battle rap, I think, me personally, I think the best thing for him to do to come home is come home into ownership. I started this whole Tsu Surf piece by saying he has the most anticipated return ever. That means that his return will probably generate and gross and net the most money of any battle that he's ever been involved in. So just imagine if he's the fucking one that not only collects that money, but also owns it going forward and rolled into ownership and equity. I'm not inconsistent. This all strings together. So then why the fuck would I get to Tsu Surf and change my story? I didn't know I was going to talk about Tsu Surf when I did my blog last week about ownership and equity. I don't got a time machine where I'm like, oh, now when I say this back then, later on when I told, no, why would it make sense? Even the footage of Tsu Surf's next battle, it's going to be a 5 million plus drop. If he drops it on YouTube, that's big money. A Tsu Surf battle, that's big YouTube money. And then you get to own it to the point where that video pays you every fucking month. Ownership. That's what Hitman just did with him booking him versus Geechee. A Hitman battle makes a lot of money. Hitman versus Bill Collector pays me every month of the year. I'm telling you this shit. I've been saying this shit to y'all for years, and it's on you fucking people to listen to me. Hitman versus Bill Collector pays me every month. I booked that battle in like 2019. It pays me every month. Tsu Surf can pay himself every month for that fucking battle. Then collect a huge, that YouTube drop will make more money than most people have ever made in their battle rap career. And then definitely made it one time. Just the YouTube drop. So all these pieces of ownership, he gets to own or be a part of that pay-per-view. He's gonna make more money, maybe 10 times. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not fucking exaggerating numbers. Tsu Surf can possibly make 10 times of what he's ever made in one battle from his own return battle if he owns or has a partnership into that stream. He gets door money. He gets a YouTube drop that's gonna make a lot of fucking like, I don't want to say the YouTube of what I think that video is going to do. I don't want to say that. Right? But you get that YouTube drop and then you get the ownership of the content to pay you forward. Tsu Surf's next best move for a shallow thinker is, hey, like, who do we want to see him battle when he gets home? Well, we want to see Surf versus Mook. But how's it set up? How's it set up for this man that just got out of jail that everybody loves and respects, for him to come home and take care of his family and take care of himself and set himself up to never be in a bad spot again and put himself in a position where he can now build something epic? You got to see what happened with Midnight Madness. He spearheaded it. That's why I had all the energy, because he was at the forefront of it. So he shouldn't come home and do that times 10 because it's his return battle. I gave y'all the example of how it's easier for a high-priced battle rapper to book themselves. I spoke about that 10 minutes ago when I was telling you about Hitman. Y'all don't listen to me. Let me close this out by saying, real quick, what's next for league owners? I'm talking like this. I just ran off like 11 battle rappers. There's 10 in the thumbnail, and no disrespect, my man Austin, my bad, I forgot to put you in there too. 11 battle rappers talked about their circumstances, how their leagues got created, the business behind ownership, the takeover that can possibly be happening that we see in battle rap, with people realizing, like, I don't need to run into this wall. I can just come over here. And even though there was a narrative of no money in battle rap, I see the 3 highest priced battle rappers booked on battle rappers leagues: Hitman, John, and Calico. Something's not adding up here. Maybe I need to venture into this. Maybe I need to do this. Am I saying all of this shit and then that just wipes away the average league owner? Like, let's say like an Organic or a Smack or ARP or a Stiz or No Mercy or Rem or the owners. Does this wipe these people away? No. Good league owners financed league owners, experienced league owners, good business league owners will always have a strong spot. The janky, broke, lying, bad business, restrictive league owners can and possibly should get washed the fuck out. Everybody says the word culture. Somebody tell me if I'm saying something that's bad for the culture. I'm going to read all the comments to this video all day long. I want to see if somebody tells me that I'm fucked. I'm just so incorrect about something. I'm so bad about something. The good ones will stay and should stay because I've always preached, I'll stay consistent. It's good for battle rappers to have opportunity. Not every battle rapper is going to be a league owner, right? So let's say Big K, who's a reserved guy at times. I don't see Big K having a personality to want to deal with all the type of shit that it takes to be a league owner. He may never be a league owner, right? It's fine for him to be able to hop on Hitman shit, his league, jump on Calico's league, go to Chrome 23, do a full circle with ARP. The league owners that are conventional, that are not battle rappers, they don't need to go anywhere. The good ones will remain. The other ones, don't fucking even book on their shit. Just book on the ones that matter, the ones that don't have janky shit, the ones that could get you your fucking money, the ones that have money, the ones that have your deposit, the ones that know how to book you a fucking flight in a hotel, the ones that's going to have good production for you and it's going to work their ass off to make sure that the stream is good, the ones that ain't going to cut corners for cost because they actually have $1 or $2 in their fucking pocket. If you don't have it, get the fuck out. You're in the wrong room. If you can't afford it, you're in the wrong room. That's it. You're in the wrong aisle. Stop walking around Neiman's. You got $10 in your pocket. Just go to fucking TJ Maxx. That's what some of you league owners will never learn. You want to play with the big boys and you got little boy shit going on. Those are the league owners that need to go. That's it. So I don't want to come off like I'm trying to like, oh, it's over for the league owners. He put TAKEOVER in the thumbnail. This all still remains logical of what would stay, what would thrive, what's supposed to thrive, what continues to raise the fucking roof, right? It's all survival of the fittest. The best battle rappers stay booked. The best league owners stay with events. The janky shit, the janky battle rappers, the janky promoters, they need to go. And the battle rappers creating more ownership or more opportunities and getting into these ownership avenues gives you more of an ability and a reason to say, well, I need to go run over there and do that little shit or that stupid shit. I don't even know if you're going to have my money or not. Or I don't fuck around that foot. I won't own the footage, nothing. Like, why I'm going to go do that shit? I'll just do it myself over here. If it's a new day, it's a good day. All right. Maybe I'm wrong, though.